baby, it's a look. It's a look. It's a look. It's a look. Don't you see it?
What is up, Voodoo Tribe? It's your girl Naja here, and I'm back with another video. I had to throw on this damn sweater because my allergies are just so bad, and when I'm warm it helps a little bit. So yeah, I'm still in hot ass, scorching ass Florida, but you know, your girl got this thing on right now. So this video is going to be a highly requested video by a lot of my younger subscribers, and when I say younger, I mean like my seniors, juniors in high school subscribers that constantly DM me these questions or write these questions in the comments below. This is an how-to adult video, okay? Some of y'all people in y'all 20s may need this too. You guys need to remember that we have a lot of high expectations for ourselves in our 20s, and the things that society expects us to be able to do, we may not be able to do it, and that's totally okay. So if this can help anybody, that's awesome. I'm gonna zoom this in real quick. Okay, so I have like a little list here, okay? All of these things are gonna be out of order. I'm just letting you guys know, so just watch until the end because you might find something that you actually need. If you guys end up liking this video, or if this video was helpful, make sure that you give it a big thumbs up. Helps me out a lot. And yeah, let's just get into it. One of the main questions that I always get is about college. How to get into college, how to get scholarships for college, how to get dorming for college. And I just want you guys to know the majority of the people who ask me for help are people that don't have parental support, because if you guys have been keeping up with me in my story times, you would know that I did not have parental support. I did have support from another family member, but as for like support at home, I did not have that support when it came to going to college, getting my first car, moving out into my first apartment, doing my taxes. Like, I did not have that, and I had to figure those things out on my own. So yes, everything I'm saying in this video, I just assumed was easily accessible information because it was for me, but some of you guys need shit spoon-fed, so that's why I'm here. And if you guys hear noise over there, I don't know, I think these birds are fucking or something outside. I really don't know what type of species that is. That might be some crickets fucking, rubbing legs against each other. I don't know. Okay, this got real inappropriate real fast. Okay. So with college, with scholarships mainly, some of you guys always ask me like, how do I get a scholarship? What do? I only got one scholarship for college because I did not go to a university or a state school. I went to a private school, and when you go to a private college, it's way harder to get scholarships to get in there. They usually have scholarships hosted by the private colleges, but when you go to a state college or a university, you do have more choices to choose from when it comes to scholarships. Now, if scholarships were easy to get, everybody would have them. Guys, you cannot be lazy when it comes to scholarships. They have scholarships for the most, you know, ridiculous things that you could possibly get a full ride with if you stack your scholarships up. My uncle did have support from my grandmother because she went to college as well, but they did not have the financial means to put my uncle through college, so he did a whole bunch of scholarships, and he paid his whole way just by doing scholarships, as well as like working, what the fuck? As well as like working part-time jobs and stuff throughout college. So scholarships, you have to hunt for them. Like, there is no easy way out, and that's gonna be a very common message throughout this whole video. There is no easy way out. You have to work hard. Like, there is no meal ticket. You have to work hard. Now, dorming and all that stuff, they do have advisors at colleges that will help you with that. But as for the scholarships and like getting in, it's very self-explanatory. You apply, you find what you need, and you apply. College applications cost money, so put that into consideration. It does cost to apply to pay for colleges, so make sure you narrow stuff down to the nitty-gritty. What else about college? Make sure you know where you want to go to college. In my opinion, I would choose your junior year to figure out where you want to go and when you want to go, because you don't always have to go straight into college right after graduation. You could take like a year off and chill from school. Like, you're an adult now. Like, you could take a year off, maybe go travel with your family or your significant other, or by yourself. Shit, like, you don't have to go straight into school, but by your junior year, it's ideal to know where you're going, when you're going, you know, so that you're not stressing and scrambling your senior year. Your senior year is supposed to be the laid back year, you know. What else about college? When you're in college, remember, don't fuck it up for yourself. Don't fuck it up for yourself. I had an old friend, she fucked it up for herself. She ain't never had no type of independence in her life. And then she went to college and was being very, very independent and ended up getting suspended from the school and could not go back. So guys, remember, it's not party land, okay? It is a school. You have to do work. You have to keep up with your work. If you are gonna party, make sure you keep up with your work and make sure you can wake up to get to your classes. Another tip with college, make sure that the classes you're taking are actually going towards your degree, because they will let you sign up for anything. Make sure whatever classes you pick actually add up to your degree, okay? Just, that is like a main, like, make sure. Okay, so another one a lot of people ask me about is taxes. Now, a lot of schools do not teach kids about taxes when they're in high school, and I feel like that is very dumb and very, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, you could teach somebody the Pythagorean theorem and shit, but you can't teach them about taxes. Like, so basically, you gotta pay your taxes, fam. You can't skip out on the taxes. The IRS will come and get you. The IRS might not come and get you over like $5,000 or like, you know, $200. But when that money adds up, if you go years and years without knowing how to do your taxes, that shit adds up and they will come and get you, and you could either pay them or you can go to federal prison. Like, it's no joke. Everybody pays their taxes. Like, usually when you work for an employer, they will give you a W-2, W-4, whatever. You fill it out. They'll give you pay stubs when you're working for them or whatever, and you know, all you have to do is, once tax season comes along, they're going to give you an envelope with all the information you need. And usually what I do is I go on TurboTax because that's way easier for me. I don't like paying people to do my taxes for me. I'd rather go on TurboTax and do it. It's super quick. It's very step-by-step, showing you how to do it. Like, you may look at that tax return paper and just be dumbfounded. Like, I don't know what any of these numbers or symbols mean. TurboTax will help you, and this is not sponsored. I've just thoroughly used TurboTax. This is my first year actually filing YouTube income. Yes, YouTubers pay taxes, bitch. The IRS will come and snatch you up in the night, okay? No Antoine Dodson climbing in your windows, snatching your fucking broke ass people up for the IRS money. YouTubers do have to pay taxes. I do have to pay taxes. I think YouTube gives us a 10, it's like a 10 something. I don't remember what it's called. Like, see, I'm not the pro at taxes, okay? I don't think anybody is really the pro at it. All we know is that we're either getting money back from it or we're giving some of the IRS money. This time around, I am now one of those people that have to give the IRS money. I am no longer excited when tax return season comes. I used to get a nice little tax return season check, and how that works is when you work for your employer, they take a percentage based on how you file, because you can either file as a single person, which I'm pretty sure the majority of you watching this video you're a single person, or if you have a child, or if you're claiming a child on your taxes, like say if you're taking care of a sibling or something, you file as two. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it goes like that. So depending on how you file, your job will take out taxes, and it's not like they're gonna choose what amount of tax that they're gonna take out. Like, no, it's gonna be the you know, it's not gonna be like a random ass number that they take out. And all that money they take out on your taxes, you get like a certain percentage of a return at the beginning of the year. So that's when you actually pay taxes check by check by check, which in my opinion is way easier than working for somebody and not getting your taxes done. Or like if you work under the table, or like, you know, if you're like me and you get checks from Google and they don't take taxes out. It would be so fucking easy if Google would just take out my fucking taxes so I can get a goddamn tax return, but no, that's not how it works. So people like me, what we have to do is, what I do personally is I don't make massive purchases. Like, I do not make massive purchases whatsoever. Like, I'm not one of those YouTubers that's gonna go out and buy that Gucci bag or that fucking, you know, that Gucci two-piece and stuff like that, because I know the money that I'm making on YouTube is maybe like a few $1,000s over what a full-time employee at like an office job or something makes. Like, I've looked at my social blade. My social blade is very inaccurate. I make way more money than what's on my social blade, okay? And I ain't scared to say that because I pay my fucking taxes, okay? The IRS cannot snatch me up in the night. Yeah, I make way more money than what's on my social blade. So when I look at other YouTubers' social blade, and I'm just thinking like, damn, my social blade is inaccurate and is lower. So if theirs is inaccurate and lower, these niggas are fucking millionaires. They can afford to go and buy that Gucci bag. They can afford to go and get that G-Wagon. They can afford to go and get that Range Rover, because when tax season does come, they've made so much money that paying that off ain't shit. Paying it off is gonna be the amount of the G-Wagon or of the Range Rover, and they have it laying around. Me, however, I don't have that privilege. So what I do is I don't make any massive spends throughout the year. Like, I might take myself on a treat, you know, and go to a hotel or go out of town with my boyfriend or something like that. Like, that's not a major expense, but like, I'm not very flashy anyway, so I don't really do massive spendings. Like, I don't go on massive shopping sprees, and I don't do any of all that stuff. Like, ever since I started just making money off of YouTube, I don't do online shopping. Like, I'm very minimalistic. I don't do none of that because I don't need to be feeling broke when tax season comes along and I have to pay the IRS. And I do all of this stuff through TurboTax. Like I said, I totally am 100% TurboTax. If you are like me and you don't want to pay someone to do your taxes, but you want them done correctly. Also, something that a lot of people don't talk about is when you do freelance work. Like, if you're an artist and you're doing freelance work for somebody, or you're doing like construction work for somebody, you also have to pay taxes on that. I think that one is called like a 10-9 or like a 9W something. I'm not really sure. You guys can look it up. Please look it up, guys. Please do not be afraid to go and look stuff up on the internet. That's what the fuck it's for. But yes, even you guys have to pay taxes. Nothing is really under the table, and you can only survive living under the table for so long before they come knocking on your door and snatching you out your window, okay? You're gonna be looking like Piper Chapman, Orange is the New Black, bitch. This ain't no fucking game. Okay, so a lot of people have been asking me about 401ks, which is really funny because like I really do not care for a 401k like whatsoever, but I know some shit about 401ks. I guess I can help you. Basically, it's when it's like another thing that gets taken out of your check along with taxes. So what gets taken out of your check is taxes, Medicaid or Medicare or whatever it's called. I'm not really sure. I'm not a tax expert. And then if you sign up for a 401k, which is a retirement plan, they will also take a little bit of money out of that. Or if you are liable for health insurance with your job, they will take a little bit of money out of that as well. So when I was working at a call center job, I knew I was young. I knew I wasn't gonna stay there for a long time. I did not do a 401k, even though it was available to me. And I did not do health insurance through my job either. But those things will all be taken out of your check if your employer offers it. So if you want to, I did know some coworkers of mine that did this, but I do not suggest this because it's kind of like sticking your hand in the cookie jar. They would take money out of their 401k for like emergency reasons or stuff like that. But guys, like, if you guys are into investing into your retirement at this young age, which is kind of scary, but hey, good for you, boo. Don't touch your 401k pot, your 401k jackpot. Don't touch it. Another thing people ask me about is budgeting. So how I budget personally is I try my best not to eat out a lot. Like, I will spend $200 at the grocery store and I will eat off that food for 2 to 3 weeks. And I always make sure that I can buy food I can cook. And when I do cook, I make a large amount so that I can have leftovers. So that really helps with groceries. And it also helps with like the light bills and the water bills. Now I have to pay for water with this new spot. That fucking sucks, but whatever. And yeah, budgeting should not be hard. How I view budgeting is you write down all of the bills you have, subtract it by your monthly income, and see how much money you have left. If the amount of money you have left you cannot survive on for a month, I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's what I had to do before I moved into my first apartment. I had to budget to see if I could physically live by myself. I put the rent of the place I was looking at, along with all of my other bills that I had, my phone, my car, my Wi-Fi, whatever, and I subtracted that number from my monthly earnings, and I saw that I did have enough money to where like I would be comfortable living, and that's how I budget. And I also do not touch any of the money in my savings account. Every time I get paid from YouTube, I put about, and I'm low-key spilling my tea right now. Do I even want to? No, I'm not even about to put a number on it. Just know that I put a few thousand, and y'all, it's a few. Like, it's literally a few. Like, it's not like, yeah, I put a couple. It's not a couple, it's a few, okay? I put a few thousand in my savings, and I keep about 1,000 in my checking for emergencies or automatic bill payments that come out. That's another thing that helps me with budgeting, is I do have automatic bills set up, so I don't even notice when the bills are coming out, but they're getting taken care of. Okay, so some of you guys asked me about credit. I just recently got my credit together, bitch, okay? Credit is super important because with credit, you could do a lot of cool shit at a young age, like this girl right here, okay? Oh my god, my allergies, fuck. It's coming back. I'm getting another one. No. Okay, it went away. Whew, okay. Oh my god, I know it's gonna come back, but I don't want it to. So, credit. When I was 18, I did get a graduation gift from a trust fund that my uncle saved up for me since I was 12. So I got $5,000 on my 18th birthday. So since I had that much money in my account, I did get approved for a credit card. Now, where I fucked up with this credit card is that I thought it was free money. It's not free money, bitch. I was swiping. I did not pay off that credit card until I was 21 years old. I got that credit card when I was 18. I did not have enough money on the side to pay it off until I was 21 years old. And it sucks because I was doing like a payment plan for $20 a month to keep my credit in good standing. But little did I know, I still had student loan debt that I had to pay for. So I paid off my student loan debt. I paid off my credit card debt. Another tip, don't get credit cards from like clothing stores and stuff like that. I had a Target credit card that I got, and little did I know it built up interest, and I owed them $300. My old friend got a Victoria's Secret credit card, and that shit ran her up a good $500 to $1,000. Like, it's not free money. Leave these credit cards alone. Get one credit card, and if you must use it for gas and food. Like, so at least then you know you did not bullshit with that money, because it's gonna fuck with your credit score, and it's gonna be way harder to get approved for a place. It's gonna be way harder to get approved for a car. So build your credit so that it looks good on paper, but don't spend your credit card on stupid shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? Okay, getting an apartment. Everybody was asking me this, but I did make a video on this already. I will put it in the description below. All I can say with getting an apartment is please do not move too fast. Make sure that this is something that you want to do, and that you're ready to do, and that you're financially prepared to do. Don't do it just because you're tired of your situation, or you know, you want to be on your own, because sometimes we want to be on our own, but we like financially cannot be on our own. So just move smart, don't be impulsive. And yeah, if you guys want any more tips on how I moved out, I'll put the link in the description below. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. If you guys have any other questions, put them in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. I'm pretty sure there's more points that I did not hit. Those were just the main ones I kept seeing repetitively in my DMs and my comments. So yeah, I'm open to any more questions. Your girl is here to help. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Don't take a Tylenol, yeah. I ain't post about no bitch, now we gon' bring